Hello, good day viewers. Welcome to another mathematics presentation. So in this presentation, I want us to look at this question right here. So we need to simplify. We have square root of 2 minus square root of 3 divided by square root of 2 plus square root of 3 in brackets squared. Okay, so these are the options. We have A, B, C, D up to E. So we need to choose the correct option that will be the correct answer from these. So first thing, we are going to write our question that we have. So our question we have the root of 2, take away the root of 3, divided by the root of 2 plus the root of 3 in brackets squared. So this means that the square is affecting both the numerator and the denominator. So in other words, what we are saying is, if you have something like this, you have A minus C over D plus F. If you have something like this squared, it means that this is affecting this and this. So you can write it as A minus C squared over D plus F squared. It's one and the same thing. So this means that A minus C squared is being multiplied by itself twice. So you write A minus C, again A minus C, again over D plus F, again D plus F. So we are going to use the same idea to apply it here. So this means that we are going to have root of 2 minus root of 3 in brackets. Again, we will repeat the same, root of 2 minus root of 3 over root of 2 plus root of 3 in brackets. Again, root of 2 plus root of 3. Then from here, what are we going to do? So from here, what we are going to do now is this. We start expanding, that is on the numerator, root of 2 times root of 2. Okay, this will give us a 2. So in case we are wondering, so if you are multiplying root of 2 times root of 2, so since these are the same roots, this means you can multiply 2 times 2, which is a 4. So the square root of 4 is just a 2. So that's why I'll write a 2 here. So root of 2 times root of 2 will give me a 2. Then root of 2 times negative root of 3. Okay, so this will give us negative. So root, you just get a root, and then 2 times 3, it's a 6. Okay, so I've multiplied this and this and this and this. It has given us this one. Again, negative root of 3 times 2, this will give us the same, which is this one, negative root of 6. The negative, this will give us a positive. Then root of 3 times root of 3. So we are following this idea here. So root of 3 times root of 3. So this will give us root of what? 9. Now we know the square root of 9, which is a 3. So here we are going to write a 3 for this one here. Okay. Then from there, what are we going to do? We can divide. Then we write we expand our denominator, root of 2 times root of 2, which is this part here, to give us a 2. So this is a 2. This times this, it's a 2. Root of 2 times positive root of 6. This will give us positive root of 6. Yeah. All right. So we are done multiplying everything inside the brackets here with a root of 2. So we come to root of 3. So root of 3, positive 3 times positive root of 2. This will give us positive root of 6. Positive to give us a positive root of 3 times root of 3, which is this one here, which will give us a 3. So here we just need to write a 3. Okay. Then from here, what's next? So what's next here, we look at the numerator, 2 plus 3, this can give us a 5. Then same signs here, negative, so you maintain the sign. root of 6, root of 6. So meaning that we are just adding these two, okay, which will give us 2 root of 6 over 2 plus 3. Again, here it's a 5. Then root of 6 plus root of 6, this will give us positive 2 root of 6. So this is where we are going to end. Okay, now I'm not saying this is our answer, no, because when you look at the options that we have here, this answer is not there. So we are just ending here once we do the simplification on this part. Now what's next? We need to come up with the correct answer. Okay, so what you are going to do now here is, once we have this part right here, we need to do what we call rationalization. So we are going to rationalize the denominator. Okay, so this is what we are going to do. So how do we rationalize the denominator? So the denominator is 5 plus 2 root of 6. So what you are going to do is, we will enclose these in brackets. So to rationalize the denominator, it means that you are going to multiply this denominator by 5 minus 2 root of 6. So whatever that we do here, even on top, we multiply with the same. So times 5 minus 2 root of 6. So this is how we rationalize the denominator. Okay. Then from here, what are we going to do? We need to expand again, which is 5 times 5. We can say this gives us 25. 5 times negative 2 root of 6. So 5 times 2. This will give us negative 10. Then we just write root of 6. Okay. So negative 2 root of 6 times 5. Again, 5 times this negative 2. So it will be negative 10. And we just write root of what? 6. Negative, negative, it's a positive. Then 2 root of 6 times 2 root of 6. So 2 times 2, this will give us a what? A 4. Then here we are going to have something like this. 6 times 6, which will give us a 36. So the 36 will be inside as a root because we are multiplying root of 6 times root of 6, which is this one, root of 36. Okay, so we say over, again, we expand the denominator, 5 times 5, which will give us 25. Again, 5 times negative 2 root of 6, this will give us negative 10, then root of 6. Now we come to this one, positive 2 root of 6 times 5, this will give us positive 10, then root of 6. So you can't multiply 5 and 6 here inside, you know, because this one is having a root, this one doesn't have a root. So I just multiply 5 and 2. Okay, then positive times negative, here you get a negative. Then 2 times 2 to give us a 4. Then here we are still doing the same, which is 6 times 6, because these have got roots. So this will give us the 6. Okay, then from here, what are we going to do? Let's just simplify. You can say 25 minus this and this is a 20, because they are having the same sign here. Then you just write the root of 6 plus 4 times the square root of this, that's 6. It's a 6 over 25. So now negative, this is a positive, negative 10 root of 6 plus 10 root of, meaning these will cancel, it's a 0. So just remain with minus 4 times, again here it's a 6, root of that 6 there. Okay, so what you are going to do now is this. We can say 25 minus 20 root of 6, then plus 4 times 6, it's a 24, divided by 25 minus 24, because 4 times 6, it's a 24. So from here, look at the denominator. You have 25 minus 24, which will give us a 1. Okay, so 1 into this will get the numerator the way it is. So just say 25 plus 24. This gives us 49 minus 20, then root of 6. So this is our answer. I hope you have understood this one. 25 minus 24 gives us a 1. So the denominator here is going to be a 1. So 1 will be divided into the numerator. Now the numerator is 25 plus 24. We add these two, we'll get 49. Minus 20, and then root of 6. So 1 into this one, we get the same thing here. So that's why I'm saying this is our answer, which is 49 minus 20, then root of what? Root of 6. So let's see. First of all, we have one of the options here. So it says you can see 49 minus 20 root of 6. So this was the correct what? Answer. So thank you so much, everybody. We've come to the end of our short presentation. This has been your presenter, Mr. Mlenga. Bye-bye.